In many films today that are called science fiction, we see that aliens are landing. Now, my favorite science fiction film was actually Us going to, I believe, Mars. And it was with Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr., who played the alien. It was a beautiful film about friendship that established itself after some war. And openly, eventually, the man left. Someone came to find him. But it shows you what the differences in culture are. When I was talking earlier about Gene Roddenberry, the whole purpose of Star Trek was to take races from different places and shove them together to see them work out their differences and live together in peace, harmony, and, well, not war. But that didn't mean that they didn't have aliens, like the Klingons and others that were still trying to create war, still full of war, still full of hate, still full of deception and deceit and villainy, vice in terms of money, like others, the Ferengi and whatnot. But again, I haven't watched that stuff since college. It was a major pastime for myself and my beautiful roommate who enjoyed those things intellectually with me. And we often had Black Belt Movie Night that sort of did some of that too. We just decided we were tired of watching kung fu movies because the girls were getting bored, so the guys and I would choose something else. But openly it was happening in my space because I had the most physical space for a bunch of people to hang out, and I was fortunate about that. I'm definitely a guy who's all about open spaces in a home, beautiful light areas, and I chose things that I wouldn't normally choose for me in my last townhome because I knew the space was small and I had to make sure the space looked big and large, and I had a lot of resources in my network to cover. Now, when I talk about these things, I'm not talking about anything wrong. But if the aliens land, what are you going to do? How are you going to feel? We're going to feel completely inept. They might be able to read our minds. They might be able to control our bodies. They might be able to change us. They might be able to medicate us. They might be able to improve us. They might be able to heal us. But they also might be able to eat us. And how do we handle the facelessness of that? We've certainly seen plenty of programs that are sensationalizing the alien concept of them being friends, but that too could be a propaganda part of the truth. Again, part of the truth is not the whole truth, and the whole truth we've apparently known for eons, but Americans in their immaturity and their arrogance weren't ready for that. So can you imagine FDR or someone way back then who had to negotiate, please don't eat us, please study our animals, please study our land, please study and put yourself in the waters where you can withstand the silliness of the aquatics. Now, when I talk about these things, I don't want to get too far-fetched into what we would consider live-action hero films with Aquaman and whatnot, but we still love those things. We absolutely adored Splash, where Tom Hanks got to enjoy Daryl Hannah for a while, and who didn't? But the point is, what I'm talking about is that we have to learn to love one another in order to survive any type of alien transformation.